Hurricane season doesn't end until November 30th, and some of the most deadly and destructive hurricanes, well, they've happened late in the season.
Mid-November, you actually can get some tropical activity.
Tropical season not over yet. Sea surface temperatures still warm, especially in the southern Caribbean, and that's where we have our eye on.
The only reason I'm showing you this is because there's one model called the European model, which is usually a little bit more on the conservative side, but it's been really kind of strongly hinting at something trying to develop in the Western Caribbean. So here's the deal. This is going to be a little bit of long-term stuff. We're not expecting really hardcore anything to develop over the next couple of days, but
so this is something the National Hurricane Center is keeping its eye on, and look at that. The water's pretty warm down there in the mid-80s. Not a whole lot of share. So the National Hurricane Center giving it a moderate chance right now of development.
Regardless of whether it becomes something tropical or not, it's going to drop a lot of very heavy rain, probably going to have some flooding issues down there, a lot of terrain.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Man, are these not wild days indeed? The energy is absolutely crazy. The highs are too high, and the lows are too low. Stay cool. I don't know if you know this. Thor News is for winners, and that's why you're here. So stick around. I need your love. This is a Thor News presentation. Hit the button, baby. And here we go. Thor News presents. One of you dicks wants to talk about planets. Well, I'm going to try and get back in the saddle again by talking about the weather. If you were in the Pacific Northwest, odds are you're going to get hit with multiple storms over the next week. And we are monitoring a situation in the Southern Gulf/Caribbean. They're saying there's a possibility for development, and I concur with that assessment. The thing I'm all tripped out about is that giant conveyor belt of storms that extends from the equatorial electrojet line up through Mexico, Texas, across the Gulf Coast, and then up and out the East Coast, and heading to our eye of Sauron mean sea level of pressure. On top of that, if I want to get a little freaked out, all I gotta do is go to mean sea level pressure. Mean sea level pressure is when outer space presses in on Earth's bubble, the atmosphere, whatever you want to call it, man. So we're keeping an eye on things. I got a funny feeling about tomorrow's super double whammy full moon, closest super double whammy full moon in 2 years. But then I just got a funny feeling. But then I have a funny feeling about everything right now, I guess. It's like my spider sense won't stop tingling. And it's weird because I'm not even Spider-Man. Yeah, that thing is crazy. Insane. Yeah, keep an eye on earthquakes. Keep an eye on the weather. Keep an eye on your fellow man. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. I just want to say thank you to everyone for the love and support. And we'll keep on keeping it real.
This could become a tropical depression by the middle of next week, or we could even see it form to something greater.
And this would be mid to late week next week, so just a little early heads up on that. By the way, if we did get something to develop, the next name would be OttO, O-T-T-O.
The models are giving it a pretty decent chance, so will it develop into a tropical low or not? That's something we'll have to wait and see.